In April 1952, my mother received a letter at the Old Delhi apartment she shared with her mother and sisters. On the back was a government seal, and inside was a note. Dear Mrs. Suri, I've just received your letter of the 13th. Could you come to see me at 10 o'clock on the morning of Wednesday the 16th? It was signed, Yours sincerely, Indira Gandhi. The letter was addressed care of her father, who had passed away 7 months ago, leaving the family in a precarious financial condition. They had fled to Delhi as refugees 5 years back, when the country had gained independence from England and had been partitioned into India and Pakistan. My mother had recently completed an MA from the Delhi School of Social Work. Her husband, my father, was out of work, and she hadn't been able to find employment herself. On a lark, she had written directly to Indira Gandhi, asking if she might have a job available. It was naive, even brazen of her to expect a reply. Indira Gandhi was not yet in office, but her father, Nehru, a leading architect of the country, was the first prime minister. And yet, not only did Indira reply, she did so in her own handwriting, in a letter sent through regular mail. The next morning, my mother dressed in the simplest outfit she owned, in the hope of impressing Mrs. Gandhi with her seriousness as a social worker. It worked. Indira hired my mother then and there to be her personal secretary at a monthly salary of 200 rupees. At the time, Indira was trying to create a political profile for herself. My mother soon learned that her primary duty was to follow her boss around, furiously scribbling notes when she spoke to make her look important. After 6 months of this, my mother had had enough. She left for a position more befitting her qualifications. But the memory of that job stayed. While I was growing up, we had a framed picture of Indira with her 2 sons displayed in the living room, and next to it a signed portrait with the inscription, "To Prem Suri with all good wishes." Although my mother described Indira as cordial and aloof, the image that always comes to my mind is that of a young and demure woman, looking as pretty and unsure and earnest as my mother.